When Americans start waking up and realize that they don't care about us, people don't understand. They don't care about us. They see us as mutts. They see us as a half-breed, as less than them. Why do you think that they have kings and queens in Europe? They come from a time of nobility, bloodlines. We are half-breeds. The Americas was never meant to be their equal. When the Spanish crown colonized the Americas, Hernan Cortés and Christopher Columbus, they rediscovered Americas. They came for the slave labor, the gold, and the silver. Then they took tons and tons and tons back to Europe, crashing the Spanish economy. That's how they lost power. That's when Great Britain took over, inherited the Americas, sending their immigrants, sending their people over, sending black slaves over, right? And then colonies mixed with Spanish colonies were getting tired of Great Britain and their taxes. So what happened? They with the help of the slaves, they went to war against the redcoats. The redcoats are coming. The redcoats are coming. Do you guys remember that from school? And then we become the United States of America. And a young America decides, hey, I'm going to take more land from the Spanish colonies, which was Mexico, mixed with Native Americans. And now we are the United States. And then we have the Civil War against the Confederacy. And now we're good. But what happens? In 1913, we give up power from our treasury and we give it to the banks and create the Federal Reserve Act. And now we give back power to Europe. That's why we send money to Israel. That's why we send money to Ukraine. That's why we spend money to Europe. Tons and tons and tons of American aid. But why don't we help South America, Mexico, Canada? Why don't we give them assistance? Because we are the remnants, what's left over of the Spanish conquest, mixed with our Native American blood and tons of other immigrants of the world who were sold a lie that America was the future. But they never saw it as the future. They only saw it as their piggy bank. And now there's an endless war between powers and bloodlines that people aren't even aware of. And there's every once in a while we see people rise up like Jesus Christ, like JFK, like John F. Kennedy, like Martin Luther King, like Malcolm X. That's why they are taken out. They are dealt with because they are a danger to the status quo and they will wake people up and they cannot have that. Do the math. Search history. Search your ancestors. Don't believe me.